Guys, I've been coming across more and more of my friends' wives suffering from thyroid disorder. My cousins that I grew up with, my friends, my neighbors, people I know, seeing this new generation of people my age and finding so much of thyroid disorder. So I've made this video for you. So recently I've started reading this book. In this book, there are 3 ways listed for having thyroid disorder. The first one is having a genetic predisposition to it. The second one is having something trigger it in your body. And the third one is having a leaky gut. So let's just I'm still reading the book, but it motivated me to make this video for you and maybe open up a dialogue. So what particularly interested me in this book is triggers for the genetic switch. So one of the things that people talk about in this book is the toxins. And today in India, we are having a lot of exposure to toxins. I mean, I am in Delhi right now, and I'm in the world's most polluted city, right? So there are so many toxins that are coming here, and we constantly have to deal with those. But you add in, and if you've seen any of my recent videos or go to my playlist or something, I don't know how all this YouTube works, but if you look at all the stuff that are ingredients in the food, that's another thing that's triggering all of these toxins in our body. And this was recent in the paper, Indian packaged food least healthy. This is 2 days ago in the Hindustan Times. How do I do that? There we go, Hindustan Times. 2 days ago. And I've made a video already talking about all the stuff we find in snacks, in bread, in juices, you name it. What I found very interesting in the book is that she's also saying cosmetics that we use, lip balms, lipsticks, all these things, a lot of them have heavy metals. So now you've got all kinds of processed food affecting you, you've got the metals affecting you, and of course we see the result, which is a lot of thyroid disorder. I'm not saying that they're linked, but I'm saying something is linked. So the way we cleanse toxins out of our body is through the liver. So that's what's got me thinking a lot, which is that I'm wondering if thyroid and diabetes are somewhere related. That if you're a guy, you end up getting diabetes and other stuff, but if you're a woman, is thyroid kind of like a mirror image? It's too early for me to say that's for sure, but if the liver is the key, so a lot of times we're finding a lot of fatty liver right now, non-alcoholic fatty liver. Liver which is being damaged by the foods that you're eating and perhaps the environment. So if the liver is one of the roots for triggering a hypothyroid disorder or autoimmune, which is what Hashimoto'S is, the liver is also one of the triggers for diabetes. And that's got me very interested in what's going on here. The one thing I did find very interesting, and it goes into my research of the gut, is how the author talks about a leaky gut, and that a leaky gut tends to precede all autoimmune diseases. Okay? So when let me do this in the camera, when your lower intestines, when they don't have the proper gut microbiome, this tends to precede a lot of autoimmune diseases. And in India, in case you're eating chicken, you do know that we use the highest amount of antibiotics anywhere on earth. So you are taking antibiotics which are killing your gut bacteria. There are so many chemicals in food out there today, and we all tend to get exposed to fever or something every year due to which we take antibiotics. So I'm not trying to pitch a product here, but I do make probiotics. We make them by hand. I don't even have them on my website yet, but if you're interested, let me know. We'll find a way to get it to you. I make it as part of my holistic approach to treat the body. Having a good flora and fauna. I started it for a family member of mine who couldn't handle certain juices, and we were trying to revitalize her nutrient density. And she's doing great, but that's where my journey of probiotics started. There are a lot of people that make probiotics, so find one in your city, but if you can't find one, then definitely reach out to me. I can try and help you. And I want to continue this discussion on thyroid. So if you have questions, why don't you put it in the comments below, and I'll try and research that, or I have a doctor on my panel who's an endocrinologist. We'll work this out together, maybe make a joint video. But I am very curious about thyroid. Why is this happening? It seems to be like the female equivalent of diabetes to some degree. I'm just starting my research. I'm not sure. If I made some mistake, put it in the comments. Don't get mad at me. I just started reading about it a few days ago. But I am very curious. You know, the liver is the root with the diabetes. Liver is the root with thyroid and leaky gut. So extremely interested to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching.